Good evening, students. Welcome to your science online class. We have already finished our unit 1 exam, and I think you have done well. I think all the questions you have attempted, and the papers we have started checking, and slowly we will proceed towards the next unit, and that is the unit 2 exam. And I have thought of starting with the next chapter, that is the first chapter of unit 2, that is soil erosion and conservation. So before I proceed to the following chapter, do you have any idea of soil erosion and conservation? I think some of you have. uh, uh, Basically, soil, we all know it is a very important. Soil, whatever agriculture, whatever trees and crops we are getting, all is due to the quality of a good soil. And it also depends on the type of soil, what type of crops will grow. And under the soil, many animals used to stay, they used to build their home. But uh, sometimes, due to some um, activities of human, or due to natural calamities, the topsoil is eroded. Eroded means they used to be carried over, right? And what is the process of removing of the topsoil is called soil erosion. You know, the topsoil is the most fertile soil. I think you have read it already in geography, that the topsoil is the most fertile one. And that's why removing of that part of the fertile part of the soil can be very dangerous for the soil and the trees which will grow on that soil. So how to conserve them means, what is the meaning of conservation? Conservation means when you are conserving something, you are preserving that. Sometimes we see that national conservation parks are there, where deers, tigers, lions, and different forest animals are being conserved. So why they are being conserved? They are roaming over there openly, and there is no one to disturb them. Like that, the conservation of soil is also a process of protecting the soil and its good quality. As the topsoil, the topmost layer of the soil is the most fertile one, and which is very good for the crops to grow, it is very important to preserve or to conserve that soil. Now in this chapter we are going to read about soil erosion and conservation, and why it is important, why the soil is very important, that we will read. Next we will read about the soil formation, how the soil is forming, and how erosion of soil is occurring. Different types of erosion we will read about. Erosion by water, if the water will, if there is a flood or there is a heavy rain, it can be washed away. Just like the dispersal of seed, that due to the splash of water, the seeds can be dispersed. In the same process, the topsoil or the topmost layer of the soil can be dispersed, or it can be eroded with the water. Now see, erosion by wind is also there. Erosion due to activities of human, as I have told you, that when we will proceed with the chapter, you will see that we are cutting off trees, we are removing the plants, and we are destroying the trees to make buildings and embankments and different sorts of shopping mall, and different activities are being done on the field, and this is really damages for the soil, which we are really needed. Okay, now next is soil conservation, how we can conserve. Means, first we will read about the reason, what is erosion and what are the reasons behind erosion, and finally in the next part we will read how soil can be conserved. So means there can be planting of trees, then soil must be covered with some special process, then shelter belts and Terrace farming means in a mountainous region or in a different area. Over there we can make steps and we can stop soil erosion where there is a possibility of huge flow of river or waterfall. Okay, that can remove the topsoil which is very fertile. And finally we will read about the building embankments, mean big embankments, big houses and big buildings that can also in the river area that can also protect protect the erosion of soil. So let's start a little bit of the chapter. We will start and we will continue during different parts. The upper layer of the earth, please go to your book page number 19. The upper layer of the earth is mostly soil. Soil is made up of small particles of broken down rocks, remains of dead plants and animals, water and air. So the upper layer of the earth is mostly soil. So on the upper part of the earth, whatever we are seeing is basically soil, and it is made up of small particles of broken down rocks. Rocks, you know, how does it look like? I think you know rocks and minerals. How does it look like? Like stone or rocks. And when it is broken down into pieces and when it is crushed into pieces, it is called broken down rocks. Remains of dead plants and animals. So when plants and animals, they are dying in the forest area or in the roadside, plants and animals which are dying due to the dead plants and animals, they are broken into pieces, they are smashed into pieces, and water and air. So the how this is the first thing, how the soil is growing. It is growing due to the small particles of broken down stones or rocks, remaining dead animals and plants, and the water and air. Air, you know, air also helps to break down the rocks. If you have read in geography, I don't know, that the due to a heavy wind, when the rock used to bounce on something very hard, they used to crack into pieces. This happens. Plants go in soil and use the minerals present in. Now, as the soil is developing, in it there is different types of minerals and minerals we are getting. The plants, they used to get variety minerals from the soil. As we have read in photosynthesis that in the process of photosynthesis, the plant used to take mineral from the soil, isn't it? Yes. Soil also contains tiny living organisms such as insects, worms and bacteria. Now soil is also containing a very tiny living organism. There's very small animals, you know, they used to make holes under the ground and they used to stay over there. So the very first part of the chapter we have read that what we will read in this chapter and what is basically soil, how it is formed. In details we will go and the next phase of the chapter. And small particles, it is crushing, the rocks are crushing down into molecular pieces, and they are with the help of the dead animals and plants, and along with the water and air, the soil is formed. And finally the plants grow on the soil. They are receiving, they are getting the minerals from the soil. And finally soil is also helping some very small animals like ant and worm and bacteria, different types of bacteria, maybe that we cannot see through our eye, we have to take microscope for seeing them, and they are living in the soil. So this is all for today's class. In the next class we will start from importance of soil. We will run slowly, we have time, and we will read in details. You are going to get everything in the PDF. Thank you very much.